Ladies and gentlemen, Fall Convocation 2018 will officially begin with the procession of the Platform Party and faculty members. The procession will be introduced by the Conservatory String Quartet and pianist Miss Akiko Tominaga performing Century. Please remain seated. Please rise for the graduand procession and remain standing until the completion of the national anthem. please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem, which will be performed by Ms. Hannah Pagenkoff.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our distinguished guests, faculty, family, friends, and students. My name is Susan Mallon, and I am the chair of Mount Royal University's Board of Governors. It is my privilege and honor, actually, to be your Master of Ceremonies today as we celebrate our graduating students and share this important day with family, friends, and fellow students. As we begin, it is important to look back and consider what was this place before we were here. And I would like to acknowledge that Mount Royal University is located in the traditional territories of the Netsikapi and the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, including the Zigziga, the Piikani, the Kainai, the Tsuut'ina, and the Ahi. We are situated at a piece of land and landscape shaped like an elbow, where the Bow River and the Elbow River meet. And the traditional Blackfoot name of this place is Mohkinstsis. We now call this place the City of Calgary. The City of Calgary is also home to the Métis Nation. Some of you may have noticed that the Mount Royal President, David Docherty, chooses to honor the students' success by leading the pipers in the procession that led you in today. I want to thank President Docherty, the drummer, and the pipers for this welcome to all of our students. Thank you also to our national anthem singer, Ms. Hannah Pagenkoff. And finally, thank you to the Conservatory String Quartet and the pianist Akito Tominago, who performed Century. Century was composed by the Mount Royal faculty member, actually, at the Conservatory, Mr. John Abram. Thank you to all. And as we begin, I ask that you silence your electronic devices. It's a very important day for everybody, and we don't want to miss a moment of honoring each of the graduates today. We have a number of individuals with us on the platform, quite a number actually today. All of these people are happy to join the platform, and the only reason that they're here is to celebrate what you have achieved today. They're here, everything they do culminates in a day like today. The platform party includes Dr. David Docherty, President of Mount Royal, Dr. Leslie Brown, Provost and Vice President Academic, Mr. Phil Warsaba, Secretary of the General Faculty's Council, Dr. Melanie Peacock, President of the Mount Royal Faculty Association, Mr. Bassett Zarouk, President of the Mount Royal Staff Association, Mr. Andrew Nguyen, President of the Students Association of Mount Royal. And we also have representatives from Mount Royal University's Vice Presidents, Mount Royal University's Associate Vice Presidents, Deans, Associate Deans, and Academic Directors of Mount Royal's faculties, institutes, and centers. We have today an honorary degree recipient, Mr. Murray McCann, Professors Emeriti, Margie McGillen and Victoria Calvert. Elders, Clarence Wolfleg Sr. and Doreen Spence. Our valedictorian, Ms. Alexandra Daigneault. Members of the Mount Royal University Board of Governors, and Mr. Lawrence Gervais, President of the Métis Nation of Alberta Region 3. Please join me in welcoming the Platform Party and the faculty members on stage today. I would now like to introduce a special friend of Mount Royal's, Clarence Wolfleg Sr., or as we know him, Elder McSeacom, who will open this convocation. On campus, Elder McSeacom serves as an elder and a spiritual advisor. He received an honorary degree from Mount Royal, Bachelor of Arts of Sociology. He also gave to Mount Royal an honor song, which we will have the privilege of hearing later today. Our president, Dr. David Doherty, was conferred with a name, an honorary name, and a headdress. And you'll notice that Dr. Doherty wears his headdress only on very special occasions, and Convocation certainly qualifies as that. Elder McMeesum, will you please join me at the podium?
Before I do the blessing for the Creator, there's a story I want to tell you. Sometimes we do not know what the Creator wants you to share with my grandchildren. All of you are my grandchildren. I'm so happy for you for today and the achievements that you made. There was a crow that was walking around, and he said, "I'm very sad. I'm just a black bird. I don't have any color about me." He went to the dove, a beautiful white dove, and he said, "You must be the happiest bird in this world. You got such beautiful color, radiant, shining." The dove said, "No, I'm not." I went to the robin. He has such a beautiful red breast when he sings his songs in the morning. And I asked her, "You must be the most happiest bird on earth." The robin said, "No, I'm not." He said, "I went to the zoo to visit the peacock. Beautiful feathers, people were taking pictures of the peacock. And then he said, "You must be the most happiest bird in the world." The peacock said, "Yes, I have beautiful feathers. People come and take pictures of me." He says, "But I watched a crow flying in the sky above me. He was so free and beautiful in the sky." The crow looked at himself. He said, "Sometimes we look at others, the beauty and the greatness in others, but yet we forget to look at the spirit within you that makes the beauty of everybody shine." With that, I will ask the Creator to bless this gathering. Ayo chibatio, ayo kibitaki. Okakamuk no chichkoi kaki, aksi no kako, atsui kaktumayaki, aksi sapuko, exaxnisukos. Ogats da boat mutas cinematex, ogamasnagi litpukawatu manakzichkoi. Oganakutasakana sukapi. Ahoman stuff so voice katumaneko, what's it a beaxikaspia? Ogamok mukakina. Agatu matu action na po, agika suka piano kuchitapo. O gam choki chipo to ini awatu. Ame oki is the watu ya. Okay, it's bad to be of spomok in Oxy. Achkanas man sitaam outuhtaan, achas sitaam kanas kuut kaija. Oogno kakamagitan haatu ita piahkuut keverkis kuna taapiaat se mukaan. Annegin okanistaa äänskatsman. Ooki napiu se nahsaasta vatsman. Kamutaan ahse päätä pias.
Thank you, Elder McSeacom. What a wonderful celebration today for all our graduates. On behalf of Mount Royal University, I want to personally thank you for choosing this institution to pursue your post-secondary education, and to also thank your parents and all significant others behind you who helped you make it through to today. We hope greatly that all the experiences that you've had at Mount Royal will open new possibilities for success, for contribution, and for friendship in the future. And I would now like to invite Dr. Leslie Brown, Provost and Vice President Academic, to introduce our newest Professors Emeriti and the Fall 2018 Honorary Degree recipient.
Madam Board Chair, it is now my pleasure to recognize Mount Royal's newest Professors Emeriti. This designation acknowledges faculty members for their significant contributions during their long-term association with Mount Royal University. I am pleased to announce that the Board of Governors, upon recommendation of the General Faculties Council, has selected Margie McMillan and Victoria Calvert as Mount Royal's newest Professors Emeriti. Margie McMillan joined Mount Royal in 1990. She became a full professor in 2013 and retired in 2017. Margie received the Mount Royal Distinguished Faculty Teaching Award, and twice her scholarly work was among the top 20 library instruction articles conferred by the American Library Association's Library Instruction Roundtable. Margie contributed in many ways to academic planning, governance, including service on the General Faculties Council, the Mount Royal Faculty Association, and many library committees. She also worked with the Institute for the Scholarship of Teaching and Learning, supporting scholars from across our campus. Margie, will you please come forward? Congratulations, Margie. Victoria Calvert began her career at Mount Royal as a sessional instructor in 1988 and received tenure in 1997. In 2013, she obtained full professor status and retired in 2018. Victoria received an Excellence in Teaching Award from the Students Association of Mount Royal University in 1997 and a Distinguished Faculty Award in 2012. She is a strong proponent of community service learning and helped develop the Community Service Learning Certification while being internationally recognized for publishing community service learning material. As a faculty member in the Bissett School of Business, Victoria's students provided more than 77,000 hours of community service. Victoria, will you please come forward? Congratulations, Victoria. It is now my pleasure to present an honorary degree in recognition of an individual's outstanding achievement in the academic, private, or public sector. Now, like much university protocol, honorary degrees date back to the Middle Ages and are often accompanied by the Latin words honoris causa, which means for honorific reasons. I am pleased to announce that Mount Royal University's Board of Governors, on the recommendation of the General Faculty's Council, is bestowing an honorary Bachelor of Nursing on Mr. James Murray McCann in honor of his long-standing affinity with Mount Royal University and exemplary leadership in Calgary, Alberta, and across the world. Murray, there is much evidence that as an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and a community member, you always strive for excellence. An accomplished business leader, Murray began his career as an accountant, acquiring and building many thriving companies. His professional journey took him across Canada, the United States, China, and India. He continues to lead Aristis Corporation, a privately held capital company. The McCann Family Foundation quietly funds many initiatives. In particular, Murray is a passionate advocate for veterans. He is the driving force behind Calgary's Field of Crosses, which is a tribute to over 3,000 Southern Alberta fallen soldiers with crosses displayed on Memorial Drive. As well, Murray supports Home for Heroes, a provider of housing and services for veterans returning to civilian life. Murray and the McCann Foundation are also instrumental in end-of-life care in Calgary. In 1993, he bought a large rectory that became the Rosedale Hospice. And for more than 20 years, this peaceful home has cared for adults with cancer. He received the Minister of Veterans Affairs commendation in 2015, and he was named Calgary's Citizen of the Year by the City of Calgary in 2017. With this introduction, Mount Royal University is proud to present Murray McCann with this honorary Bachelor of Nursing. I would like to invite him to come forward to the podium where the Chair of the Board of Governors, Ms. Susan Mallon, will officially confer the honorary degree, assisted by the Secretary of the General Faculty's Council, Mr. Phil Warsaba. Ladies and gentlemen, by the power vested in me by the General Faculty's Council and as approved by the Mount Royal University Board of Governors, I present Mount Royal University's honorary degree recipient, Mr. Murray McCann.
President Doherty, distinguished faculty, proud parents, devoted friends, and most of all, graduating scholars. Thank you for inviting me to speak today at this magnificent commencement ceremony and the honor of receiving an honorary nursing degree. Although I must say, it was somewhat confusing to my young granddaughter, an honorary nursing degree, when she asked if I could give needles, and I suggested that I couldn't. And she was confused, and her young brother sort of explained it best when he said, Caroline, it's a little bit like being a general in the Salvation Army. Now, I realize that I come out of a dream world that is memory. You are going into a visionary world that is hope. I will tell you of things that I imagine are true. In my world, you hold in your hearts a picture of your world that shall be. In some ways, we dwell on two different planets. So, what could I talk about that would bridge this chasm of time and space? It was suggested to me that I go back to my own university convocation address and shine it up. I thought, that's a pretty good idea. So, but I couldn't remember it. And try as I might, I couldn't remember my convocation address nor the person who delivered it. And after a couple of days of trying, nothing coming, I finally had to confess to my wife that I thought I had a memory problem. I couldn't remember my university convocation address. And she sort of smiled and she said, you know, you might have a bigger problem than what you think, memory problem. I said, you never went to university. Now, I may not have gone to university, but I do know the importance of a university education. And I do have 5 children, all of whom have graduated from university. I know how proud your parents are today and how proud parents' children make them every day. And they did learn to walk just last week. I know you'll never not be there for them and that you'll love them more than they will ever know. For most of you graduates, you no doubt feel like you're on one of those roller coasters that grinds to the top and then pauses for 5 heart-thumping moments right at the edge of a 150-meter drop of doom. You are full of exhilaration and yet sheer terror. Well, starting tomorrow, the plunge begins, so put your arms up high and get ready. Rehearsal's over, the curtains are being drawn back, you're out there now, you're going to be on your own, you're going to do your thing. The training wheels are off, the water wings have been removed. How you live from here on will be up to you, but it will matter. You're going to fall down, but the world doesn't care how many times you fall down, as long as it's one fewer than the number of times that you get back up. Nobody knows for sure where you will go in your life, what impact you'll have on others, but each one of you will have a better chance than most because you have a degree from MRU. You sat in your different classes, you have been tested, you have done your reports, you have turned in your exams. You deserve to be here today. Congratulations. Now, before you go into the waiting world of so many unknowns, I'd like to give just a few knowns that you can put into play right away. Start each morning with a smile, even a forced one if necessary. Laugh with your lips, your eyes, your ears, your whole being. Get those endorphins going and start your day on a happy note. And if you smile during the day, you'll keep yourself happy, and you'll also make all of those around you feel happy. But if you insist on being a grump when you get up, then for goodness sake, stay in bed or stay on the porch. The world doesn't need any more grumps, and there's no jobs available. Replace the words, I have to, with I get to, and recognize how fortunate you are. Make people care. Make people feel that you care about them. And here's a little secret. The best way to do this is to actually care about them. Make people think that you're listening to them. And here's another little secret. The best way to do this is to actually listen. And know and believe that the grass is always greener on your side of the fence. Now, grads, you're at this point in your life for a reason that's more exciting than any degree you're going to receive today, any paycheck you're going to receive, or anybody telling you what you should do. Every one of you have locked inside of you, unique to you, your calling and your passion. And nobody can tell you what it is. It's up to you to find it. Your degree will only provide you with a head start on that journey. It's now up to you to listen intensely to the quiet ticking of your heart and find out what that calling is, and then get about the job of following it. It's where your greatest skill set will be, where your goodness lies, your joy and happiness dwell. For most of you, you'll find out what you're supposed to do by doing many things that you're not. But as long as you're searching, you're on the path to finding it. Recognize that your calling and passion might not be in the discipline you're receiving your degree in. Take guidance with the words of the poet Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and it has made all the difference. And yes, you may want to pray, but with a university degree from MRU, living in the city of Calgary, recognized as the best city in the world, and in Canada, the best country in the world, kept safe by men and women in uniform who are prepared to give up their lives, and many who have given up their lives to keep you safe, then really the only prayer you need is thank you, Lord, and repeat that often. Strive for silence, because life is noisy. Everything we're told, everything about the way we're raised and educated and bombarded by our culture makes noise and is often wrong. You've already come to that conclusion in many ways. How many of you have been to a newsworthy event and then read about it the next day in the newspaper, and it's a whole different event. You've been taught by the smartest professors in the land, but I can tell you now that lots of what they taught you within your lifetime will be proven to be wrong. Which part is wrong is up to you to figure out or to prove. What I'm trying to say is that noise makes it very hard to hear the quiet ticking of our own hearts. And it's only when we hear the quiet tick from deep within your being, some call it intuition, that you can know what you know and trust what you know and be who you really are. But always remember and never forget that your belief on any subject is only the point you got to when you stopped thinking and researching. And that the highest form of ignorance is when you reject something you don't know anything about. The world is a lot like being at university. We're in class all the time, from the time we get up in the morning to the time we go to bed at night. Except in the world, the professors were listening to our TV and advertising, our bosses, our co-workers, our family, our preachers, our politicians, and it gets downright confusing. Everyone telling you what you should do or what you shouldn't do, what you should believe, what you shouldn't believe. It gets awfully hard to hear ourselves. And if we can't hear ourselves, we can't sort out what we believe or feel or think or really want to do. Some of the things we're being told are very personal, that the kind of car you drive and the clothes you wear tell what kind of a person you are. Or if you don't work obsessively at a certain kind of job, you're a failure. We're told that it's a dog-eat-dog-out world, dog-eat-dog world out there, and everybody is looking out for number one. We're told time and time again that society is divided into winners and losers. Make the distinction simple and make it quick. Thumbs up, thumbs down, what's in, what's out. Your degree, no matter how hard earned, just gives you a foundation upon which you are to build the structure in which you'll spend the rest of your life. You can build a mansion or you can build a prison. If you only listen to the noise of others and always do as others tell you, your structure will feel like a prison. If you stop and listen to your inside voice and follow your calling, your structure, no matter how simple, will feel like a mansion. You are the architect, contractor, and tenant, and the blueprints are locked inside you. Only you have the key. Remember that real success is maximizing your internal happiness. It will not come from external status or money or praise. It will come from unlocking and following your passion. Also remember that whom you choose as a life partner is a far more important decision than what career you choose to pursue. If you're lucky enough to have, as I have had twice, a true equal, someone who fills you with joy and emotional contentment, with whom you have deep and shared values, who respects you and loves you for your you-ness and you for theirs, no failure or conflict can faze you. Now, grads, I guess since I'm the last teacher that you'll have at Mount Royal, it's now my duty to dismiss you for the last time, and here's your homework. Live, laugh, love, and share with abundance. Remember that from now on, you fill out your own report card. Do yourself a favor. Expect great results, but be an easy grader. Score yourself on a curve. Give yourself extra credit. You have the power. You are your own professor now, and you have tenure. They can't fire you. And now, as you go out into a wonderful world, I would betray my Irish heritage if I didn't leave you with a wee Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rains fall soft upon your fields. And all through your life, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Good luck, God bless, and go get them, class of 2018.
Thank you, Murray. It is now my pleasure to invite Mount Royal University President Dr. David Doherty to the stage, to the podium. Dr. Doherty has been with Mount Royal since 2011, and this will be his last convocation at this university. He's moving on to Brandon University in the spring of 2019. During his time here, Dr. Doherty has played a very critical role in transitioning Mount Royal from a college to a university. An important part of this transition has been adding new degrees and majors, forging national partnerships with other Canadian universities, and introducing a 10-year strategic plan. Under Dr. Doherty's leadership, the Taylor Centre for the Performing Arts and the Riddell Library and Learning Centre were opened. These have changed our campus forever. He has been a passionate advocate for mental health and well-being, for diversity and inclusion, and for indigenization. Please welcome Dr. Doherty to the podium for his presidential address.
Thank you, Susan, for those kind words. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Board of Governors, faculty, community partners, staff, and special guests. Most of all, welcome to our graduating students. I realize that I'm the only thing stopping you from crossing the stage, so bear with me just for a few minutes. Convocation is my favorite part of the academic calendar. Nothing makes me happier, and people who know me know that I kind of bounce into campus when it's Convocation Day, Convocation Week, because it's a day when we celebrate all of your magnificent accomplishments. It's a day of happiness. It's a day of reflection. In the spirit of this, I'd like to share that last weekend we hosted over 3,200 prospective students and their family members at our annual MRU Open House. This was a new record for us in terms of attendance. I want to thank the hundreds of MRU faculty, staff, students, managers, and alumni for a tremendous devotion of time and talent to make it all possible. And just think, it was a few years ago that you were a prospective student, as you now, and now you're at the other end of your journey with Mount Royal, soon to become a Mount Royal alumni. As Susan mentioned, this ceremony marks my last convocation as president at Mount Royal University, so I'm a little wistful today. Like each of you, I take some fantastic memories with me, as well as that wonderful feeling of accomplishment. Much has changed since I arrived in 2011, and since you arrived as first-year students at Mount Royal. And there's a number of lessons for us to take from our Mount Royal experience. The main one is that we want to thrive as individuals, and that if we want to thrive as individuals and as a collective, we must constantly embrace change. It is in the transition of leaving, what we've known, that we create new and positive opportunities. Post-secondary institutions like Mount Royal must offer you, our students, a range of degrees and majors reflecting the needs of our society. When I first arrived, the very first group of students had just been taking the education elementary degree and the midwifery degree. Over time, students at Mount Royal could also choose degrees in health and physical education, child studies, and interior design, along with a number of new majors. Under the strong leadership of our Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Leslie Brown, Mount Royal students can expect to see a continued increase in the number of degrees and majors offered to students. Unlike my generation, where we typically focused on one or two careers, all of you will have many. Some of those careers we don't even know about right now. Just like our degrees and majors evolve, so too must technology and infrastructure. While the old library was designed mainly for print publication and silent study, the new Riddell Library and Learning Center has emerging technologies like virtual reality rooms and 3D printers, and more group rooms for collaboration. You are the beneficiaries of the Riddell Library and Learning Center. The other new building, the Taylor Center for Performing Arts, boasts some of the most advanced acoustically designed spaces in the country. The other way we've equipped you for this constant cycle of discovery and application is by letting you work alongside faculty on research. The Institute centers and the new TRICO Changemakers take this one step further. They add the equation of student learning and faculty expertise, the element of community need. The formula was key to Mount Royal being named a Changemaker campus by Ashoka University. We are an elite group of only 50 universities in the world that has this designation. The name I was generously given by Elder McSeacom, Mokakina, and the headdress I proudly wear, commit me to be a leader in the community, to accept the responsibility to create a more positive future. I hope each of you, too, will accept this responsibility to not only improve yourself, but to improve your community. At the start of my remarks today, I said that all of us must embrace change. We must leave the comfort we've known to create new opportunities. Sometimes this journey goes well, and at other times it can be a struggle. It's during the struggle that you turn to your circle of support. Mom, dad, siblings, partners, friends, and maybe even your children, they picked you up when you were down. Many of them are here today to join you and celebrate your achievements. Graduates, as they are here today, will you please stand up, look to those you love, and give them a round of applause for the support they've given you in your journey here. All of us here, faculty and staff, also embraced your journey. We were here to help, to support, and to boost you to the finish line at MRU. We are fortunate to have such incredible people working at MRU, and we're fortunate to have such great faculty. Graduates, once again, please take a moment to thank the amazing faculty, staff, managers, and support systems at Mount Royal University. When you leave here as alumni, you will join more than 100,000 Mount Royal alumni in 40 countries around the world. When you cross the stage, you will receive an alumni pin from distinguished alumni and editor-in-chief of the Calgary Herald and Calgary Sun, Lorne Motley. As you leave the gym, you will be greeted by the alumni's relations staff. If you stay in Calgary, please come by the campus frequently. Mentor students, take a night class, watch a Cougars game, or enjoy a performance at the Bella Theatre Concert Hall. If you move away, hopefully you will still swing by to admire how new students and collective Mount Royal campus are embracing and building exciting new futures. I plan to visit often myself. It is a true honor to address you in my last convocation. As you know, the Cougar is the Mount Royal University animal, and as Cougars, and the Cougars are the varsity teams that cheer on the West, Canada West, and youth sport. What you might not know is that the Blackfoot word for cougar is umkadayo. And for the Blackfoot people, Cougars, umkadayokli, are extremely skilled and focused. They strategically blend into their environment, take calculated risks, and fiercely protect their loved ones. Just like you, I'm leaving the comfort of what I know to create a new opportunity. Just like you, I'm exhilarated and nervous. But we're Cougars. We're umkadayukli, purposeful, smart, adaptable. What we share can be confident in, what we share and can be confident in, is that Mount Royal has given us an exceptional experience. We are better for having been here. We are better because of all the amazing people who helped us along the way. We are ready to leap. So on behalf of everyone at Mount Royal University, I wish each of you a successful and rewarding journey in life. Congratulations to the class of 2018.
Thank you, Dr. Doherty, for your remarks. And thank you most particularly for 7, almost 8 years of dedication, commitment, and passion about this university. In a few moments, we get to the main reason we're here today, the degree ceremony. During the ceremony, guests are welcome to take pictures, but we do ask that you remain in your seats. A professional photographer will take an individual picture of each graduand as they cross the stage, and a complimentary photo will be given to each of the graduates, courtesy of the Alumni Association. Please do feel free to celebrate with gusto as your graduate crosses the stage. This is the day for such loud celebration. And it is at this point my privilege to invite Mr. Phil Warsaba, the Secretary of the General Faculty's Council, to the podium to officially present Mount Royal University's spring graduands.
Mr. President, members of the Board of Governors, faculty, graduands, and of course our guests, on behalf of Mount Royal University's General Faculty's Council, I hereby declare that the candidates whose names appear in today's program, whether they be present or absent, have satisfied the requirements for their respective degrees, diplomas, or certificates. I would now like to call upon Dr. Jennifer Pettit, Dean of the Faculty of Arts, to present our first graduates.
We now present the graduates of the Faculty of Arts at Mount Royal University. Presenting first, the graduates of the Bachelor of Applied Interior Design. Rehab Hagazi. Jasmine Aiko Jackson. Miranda Olivia Parento. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Arts, English Honors, Alexandra Dano. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Arts, English, Sydney Kelston. Leah Colleen Laidlow. Jenna Michelle Prang. John Gregory Townsend. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Arts, History, Caprice Robinson. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Arts, Policy Studies, Louis Benage. Sheffield Christian Haynes. Timothy Henry McGowan. Mohammed Hassan Ali Syed. Congratulations. Jeremy James Bateman. Renata Bayardo. Mackenzie Beaupre. Myra Chandra Moen. Ayla Lorraine Erickson. Mavis Ann Fortier. Raisha Adiba Morshed. Congratulations. Sydney Jean Quick. Montana Lynn Renwick. Congratulations. Jennifer Spotswood. Jessica Johanna Willis. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Arts, Sociology. Taylor Begg Hindle. Shireen Sharanek. Madeline Sear. Michael Dellenbach. Mackenzie Catherine Henderson. Yasmin Mazuzi. Alin Regier. Kurt Cecil Robertson. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Arts Criminal Justice Honors. Brett Timothy Bernard. Congratulations. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Haley Margaret Ashton. Karen Daniela Camelo Garcia. Congratulations. Quinn Simbalisti. Congrats, Quinn. Dylan Raul Dubb. Congratulations. Rebecca Mary Ruth Hanlon. Congratulations. Got a crowd. Jada.
Yeah.
Brittany Jadick. Congratulations. Binta Omorageva. Brian Kaho-Ower. Nico Abbas Salazar. Danielle Siobhan Scott. Kishan Kunal Singh. Nice. Alex John Trubicki. Angelito Tuganai. Congratulations. Andrew Wong. Leo Yi. This concludes the graduates of the Faculty of Arts at Mount Royal University. It is my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Faculty of Business and Communication Studies, Dr. Elizabeth Evans.
We now present the graduates of the Faculty of Business and Communication Studies at Mount Royal University. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting. Jelene Simon Batista. Congratulations. Gurleen Kaur Dhaliwal. Congratulations. Ratan Deep Grator. Congratulations. Azah Haroon. Azah is also graduating with a major in General Management. Maria Kulishov. Maria is also graduating with a major in General Management. Ayush Sharma. Congratulations. Emmanuel Alexander Torres. Congratulations. Cassandra Diaz Zaragoza. Congratulations. Is this you? Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, General Management. Iona Busuko. Congratulations. Okay. Jamana Mohammed Al-Karim. Congratulations. Connor Hoover. Congratulations. Nicole Elise Lavoie. Madison Shea McIsaac. Congratulations. Lachlan Reed Pollock. Congratulations. Cameron Rippey. Congratulations. Nessa Claire Ryan. Congratulations. Najiba Sadat. Congratulations. David William Sackle. Congratulations. Jessica Rita Sumbler. Congratulations. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, General Management, Cooperative Education. Alexandra Joy Schill. Congratulations. That was quick. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Human Resources. Mark Anthony Patera Batista. Congratulations. Michelle Mosley. Congratulations, Michelle.
Mary Catherine is my full name.
Okay. Mary Catherine Wells. Mary is also graduating with a major in general management. Congratulations. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Business Administration, Marketing. Alexander Daniel Fortin. Justin Douglas Heron. Justin is also graduating with a major in general management. Congratulations. Callie Morin Lloyd. Congratulations. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Communication, Information Design. Peyton Glaglo. Sorry. Lisa Kozo-Koski. Congratulations. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Communication, Journalism. William Arnold Cowan. Andrea Elizabeth Fulton. Thank you. Ashley Jennifer King. Brianne Ray Kramer. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Communication, Public Relations. Maggie Ugbojo. Congratulations. Did I get close? Jocelyn Marie Alexander. Congratulations. Lauren Catherine Aspen. Megan Barley. Congratulations, Megan. Erin Catherine Burney. Congratulations. Alexandra Blackwell. Congratulations. All the best. Claire Bourgeois. Congratulations, Claire. Aaliyah Lynn Bowerman. Congratulations, Aaliyah. Rihanna Marie Butler. Ryan Shirley. Ottilie Colbeck. Congratulations. All the best. Jillian Dale. Connor Doan. Oh, Connor, you want to take that with you? Congratulations. He was in a hurry. Sydney Marie Fairfield. Congratulations, Sydney. All the best. Crystal Gallo. Congratulations. Carolyn Diane Gillette. Congratulations. Harley Grineville. Congratulations, Harley. Alyssa Grona. Congratulations. Nicole Catherine Herbeck. Congratulations. Courtney Krista. Congratulations, Courtney. Melissa Marlin. Congratulations. Erin McIntyre. Congratulations, Erin. Marissa Shannon Mold. Congratulations. Jillian May Mount. Congratulations. All the best. Jane Ochar. Congratulations. Kasha Patterson. Congratulations, Kasha. Lisa Marie Schatzley. Congratulations. Morgan Emma Schultz. Congratulations. Melissa Hannah Schwartz. Congratulations. Ashley Bronwyn Sherlow. Congratulations. Got it. Alex Keegan St. Cyr. Congratulations. Christina Nicole Taylor. Congratulations. Amanda Victoria Williams. Congratulations. You're the end. All right. Joshua Travis Yates. Congratulations. Oh, sure. Thanks. This concludes the graduates of the Faculty of Business and Communication Studies at Mount Royal University. Congratulations to all of the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Communication Studies. It is my pleasure to introduce the Interim Dean of Continuing Education and Extension, Dr. Brad Mahan.
We now present the graduates of the Faculty of Continuing Education and Extension at Mount Royal University. Presenting the graduates of the Employment Preparation Certificate. Jesher Barogue. Jason Andrew Bell. Benjamin Joseph Burke. Jacob Peter Burke. Adore McCook. Adore Dang. Lyndon Francis Ducat. Kashir Hussain Zidane.
Alondra Kathleen Marie Hunt.
Alondra Kathleen Marie Hunt. Roger Ernesto Brandon Kettles. Connor Michael McGuire. Calvin Kaman Mock. Itai Mujang Nunu. Tiana Ray Nelson. Matthew Anthony Pantherbone. Kyle Philip Poor Eagle. Corbin Bradford Lane Smith Little Light. Caroline Sophie Sefcik. Khalud Hussein Taha. Cole Robert Wilson. Presenting the graduates of the Embalmer Certificate. Brandy Janelle Kale. Presenting the graduates of the Funeral Service Diploma. Sierra Star Madden. Carol Ann Marie Mayu. Congratulations. Trudy Dawn Simon. Presenting the graduates of the Massage Therapy Diploma. Philip Arthur Beaton. Congratulations. Alex Kimberly Bothwell. Alex Kimberly Bothwell. Chelsea Ann Bueno. Shay Nicole Campbell. Georgina Delios. Abby May Ennis. Michelle Gregory Allen. Riley Lane Hamilton. Chantel Harrison. Mark Finch Hatcher. Kayla Dawn Marie Headdress. Paul John Kroll. Emily Kruger.
Marina Lennington.
Marina Lennington. Kelly Machelsi. Heidi Ralph. Shannon Kathleen Smith. Brittany Simone Tate. Vicky Tran. Sullivan Kane Young. Presenting the graduates of the Personal Fitness Trainer Diploma. Alyssa Kulas. Congratulations. Shane Dreyer. Cassidy Brooke Jansen. Adriana Justine Leach. Stella Lopez Correa Neto. Nelson C. Chem Panicon. This concludes the graduates of the Faculty of Continuing Education and Extension at Mount Royal University. Congratulations, graduates. It is my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Faculty of Health, Community, and Education, Dr. Stephen Price.
We now present the graduates from the Faculty of Health, Community, and Education. Presenting the graduates of the Advanced Studies in Critical Care Nursing Certificate, Emergency Nursing. Mary Dittrich. Congratulations. I know your mother.
I heard.
Congratulations. Thank you. Devin McClellan. Congratulations. Now presenting the graduates of the Social Work Diploma. Nicole Jordan Glowowski. Christina Dawn Goddard. Congratulations. Taylor Tamara Kohler. Congratulations. Miranda Marie Lacombe. Congratulations. Amy Madeline Moore. Amy Madeline Moore. Leah Marie Roy. Leah Marie Roy. Congratulations. Afope Sanyade. Congratulations. Jamie Waterchief. Yep. Jamie Waterchief. Now presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Applied Ecotourism and Outdoor Leadership. Erin Marie Burgess. Debrina Marie DeMont.
Maria DeMont.
Maria DeBron? DeMont. Don't say Debrina.
Oh, say
Debrina Marie DeMont. Now presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Child Studies, Child and Youth Care Counselor. Debrina Marie DeMong. Congratulations. Janina Ginsentau. Haley Allison McCombish. Congratulations. Jackie DeLu. Now presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Child Studies, Early Learning and Childcare, Jackie DeLau. Congratulations. Morgan Thorson. Morgan Thorson.
Tamara Jessica Lynn Dubé.
Okay, hold that right there. Now presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Education, Elementary, Tamara Jessica Lynn Dubé. Congratulations. Lexi Taylor. Yeah. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Health and Physical Education, Ecotourism and Outdoor Leadership, Lexi Taylor.
Ow! Ow!
Congratulations.
Brett Colassa.
Brett
Mitchell
Colassa.
Colassa.
What's Mitchell?
Sure.
Brett Mitchell Colassa.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Alicia Coral. Congratulations. Ellen Louise Hoban.
Yeah.
Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Health and Physical Education, Physical Literacy, Ellen Louise Hoban. Congratulations. Caitlin Christina McCarricker. Caitlin Christina McCarricker. Congratulations. Odette Rivard. Odette Rivard. Congratulations. Surrey Svensson. Surrey Svensson. Congratulations. Jessica Lynn. Jessica Lynn Youngblood. Congratulations. Rihanna Mariu. Congratulations. Colin Zelke. Now presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Health and Physical Education, Sport and Recreation Management. Hillary May Cooling. This concludes the graduates of the Faculty of Health, Community, and Education at Mount Royal University. Congratulations, graduates. Oh,
I'm the last one.
my apologies. Last and most importantly, Brett Randall Kraus. Please give a hand for all of the graduates for the Faculty of Health, Community, and Education. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Faculty of Science and Technology, Dr. Jonathan Withy.
Good afternoon, everyone. We now present the graduates of the Faculty of Science and Technology at Mount Royal University. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Computer Information Systems, Yassine Abdelwahab. Alexandru Bailan. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Computer Information Systems, Cooperative Education, Anam Halik. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Science, Environmental Science, Shanae Creasy. Tim Krachkowski. Tyrell Malawane. Curtis Bridham. Michael Tario. Michael, you might want to take this. He actually has to do that again holding his certificate now. So. Greta Vela Tafich. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Science, General Science, Alejandra Adin. Aisha Ibrahim Daoud. Kirandeep Dhaliwal. Cody Francis Dolan. Valentina Goyes Dominguez. Curtis Nathaniel Clemenson. Hajra Krishi. Rana Tama Said. Presenting the graduates of the Bachelor of Science, Geology. Catherine Target. We made it to the end. This concludes the graduates of the Faculty of Science and Technology at Mount Royal University. Please join me in congratulating all of the graduates from this afternoon's ceremony.
Congratulations once again to all of you. Job well done. At this time, on behalf of Mount Royal University, it is my privilege to invite Ms. Alexandra Daigneault to the podium for the valedictorian address. Alexandra graduates today with a Bachelor of Arts with a major in English Honors, minors in both Indigenous Studies and Entrepreneurship, and a Community Service Learning citation. During her time at Mount Royal, Alexandra received a number of academic awards and had a 3.8 GPA, which, when you read everything that she studied, is truly remarkable. She was a busy, busy young woman. Alexandra, would you please come forward? I want to get your plaque just before you speak. You can leave your notes there.
Oh, okay. Wow. Good afternoon and congratulations. My name is Alexandra Daigneault, and it's an honor to be here today sharing this important milestone with all of you. In the same way that we acknowledge the land, it is also important to acknowledge the people. I would like to dedicate this speech to the missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit people, those whose stories deserve a larger platform than what we can offer today. This is also dedicated to the families and communities impacted by such violence. I ask you not to forget, and more importantly, I ask you not to ignore. The thing about being a student is this: while you might feel as if you are standing still, life continues to swirl around you. Over the course of our journey, we have seen presidents and prime ministers come and go, movements and innovations rise and fall. We have experienced moments of tragedy, loss, fear, exhaustion, and joy. Despite it all, we have somehow made it here to this exact moment. It is an achievement for each of us. Despite every struggle, every moment you felt like giving up, you are here. Some of us have done it with the support of family or while supporting families, and still others have done it on their own. Regardless, let's give ourselves a round of applause. We, as people, have some decisions to make, primarily about what type of world we want to live in and how we want to show up in that world. I would be lying if I said these decisions weren't scary. We are entering into a challenging and difficult time, into a world that is often more divisive than welcoming. There have been moments where, as a tiny mixed-race woman, like many of you, it has been clear that my voice is not only unwelcome but unwanted. You have no idea the obstacles I had to overcome just to stand up here right now. Actually, I'm sure many of you do, and I'm sure you felt this way too. Enjoy this moment of shared achievement because in an increasingly polarized world, these moments of connectivity hold us together in times when we are encouraged to stand apart. Students, soon to be graduates, that's right, we haven't done the hat thing yet. I have sat in your classes, listened to your questions, your clear and critical thinking holding the systems of the world accountable. You have taught me that difficult conversations can be had in a way that fosters respectful solidarity, bringing people together in impactful dialogue. You have been my critics and co-conspirators, and most importantly, my community. I want to share a story with you. Many of you might know me as that girl who built a tea company. What many of you might not know is that I, like many people, wrestle with depression and my mental health. Over the course of my degree, I have come up against a plethora of challenges, culminating in a severe bout of depression just over a year ago. There were many days where I just stayed in my bed and cried. Then something happened, and it was many of you. Suddenly, I had fellow English majors showing up at my house with home-cooked food, policy and business students reaching out with words of encouragement, and an abundance of other students coaxing me through the paralyzing fear that had taken root in my heart. Some of these students I knew, but others I had never spoken to before. It's easy for me, standing here before you in this moment when we are on the summit, to talk about resiliency. Let me tell you, it was so much harder a year ago, standing at the bottom of the mountain, looking up. Yet it was these moments where I learned a truth, both about solidarity and resiliency, which is this: we lift while we climb. Even as we scale the sides of mountains, walk through shadowy forests, and face our own dragons, we gain strength through supporting others. This is what I have seen from my peers, professors, and faculty: true camaraderie and a spirit of community that I hope you will continue to cultivate in all aspects of your lives. As we have navigated this complex system that is a university, it is important to recognize that systems are just systems without the phenomenal people behind them. On behalf of our class, I would like to thank the faculty, administration, and staff who have challenged, pushed, and encouraged us. Your mentorship, guidance, and motivation has been a true gift. So, class of 2018, this is what I have to tell you. You have everything inside of you that you already need to be successful. Do not doubt yourself. As a Mount Royal University graduate, I have faith in your ability to learn your way through any problem you might face. Do not lose the critical skills you have worked so hard to cultivate. Please, for the sake of the world, continue to problematize the things you see. You will be challenged by angry people. Your opinions will not always be popular. That is just a fact. Do not let this defeat you, and do not forget that often the most difficult conversations are the ones that are the most impactful and the most needed. Continue to be persons of integrity, inquisitive and challenging. You were not born to hide out living a life that was someone else's dream. Lastly, care for yourself in the ways that I have seen you care for each other. We are here at the close of a chapter looking forward. We don't know where we are headed or what might lie in store, but I do know one thing. Each of you, class of 2018, has everything you need inside of you to survive and thrive. Thank you for persevering.
Thank you, Alexandra, and once again, congratulations on your outstanding achievements. As I mentioned earlier, Elder McSeacom gifted an honor song to Mount Royal University. The song recognizes Mount Royal as a place where Indigenous knowledge and perspectives are embraced. Today, the honor song will be performed by the Sorrel Singers. I would now like to ask everyone, except for the graduates, you can remain seated, for the rest of us to stand up for the honor song. The song is in honor today of our graduates. Thank you very much, Sorrel Singers. And I would ask graduates to remain seated, the rest of us to remain standing as we welcome back to the podium Dr. Leslie Brown, Provost of Mount Royal University, to lead our graduates in the time-honored tradition of the tassel toss.
Thank you, Madam Board Chair. Before we conclude today's ceremony, we have one final assignment, the hat thing. Graduates, I ask that you please rise. Rise as you are able. Your convocation regalia, the gown, the hood, and your mortarboard is a time-honored symbol of graduation. And until you graduate, the tassel on your mortarboard is worn on the right side. And you will notice that those behind me are wearing theirs on the left. As Provost and Vice President Academic of this fine institution, it is my distinct pleasure to congratulate you on your remarkable achievements and ask that you now move your tassels from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, moms, dads, grandparents, friends, and family, I now present the graduating class of 2018. Congratulations.